No, we're back on.
We're back on? Cool. All right. So, how do you do that? There's a reason why we have survived for thousands of years to ultimately become an apex predator. How do we do that? We listen to our gut. Why? Our body and our brain has something that tells us when something is wrong, right? How many times have you been leaving the house and you just think like, man, I forgot something. I know I forgot something. I know I forgot something. And of course, what is it? 30 minutes later, you remember what it was, and it was really fucking important, and you don't have it now, and you got to turn back. Okay? It's the same thing on this. How many of you worked a call where something, or even better yet, a traffic stop, is probably the most common one, where something did not sit right. Your gut didn't sit right. You knew something was wrong. What are you doing to address that? We're not robots, right? We don't just automatically respond to calls for service and work them all exactly the same way. We have emotions. We have that mental aspect of us that keeps us alive. We're flesh, blood, bones. Those sort of things, I mean, you know, if monkeys can have that gut feeling to understand when a predator is nearby, we can employ that to us whenever we're working a call for service, when we're dealing with people. What do we do when we interact with suspects? I used to deal with this guy all the time in Springfield. When we interact with suspects, what do we do with them? Do we read their body language? Do we listen to what they say, how they react? We're doing that constantly, right? Why? We're doing that because of the fact that they're giving us cues. They're giving us cues that they're being deceptive, that they're lying, that they're withholding information, that they're getting ready to fight, they're getting ready to run. They're telling us where contraband, weapons might be, right? I get them out of the car. Do you have any weapons in the vehicle? And they look right back at the driver's door. No. All right, that's body language. Listen to our own body language. We're projecting that ourselves. If I'm sitting there and I'm pacing like I do here, that's something that I do. That's a normal thing for me to pace back and forth. But if I'm doing it because I'm nervous, why am I nervous? What's driving me to be nervous? You have to look internally at yourself as much as you do externally when you're watching your suspects. If you don't listen to your gut, how's that going to keep you safe? How are you going to maintain your priorities when it comes down to it? Because your priority is you. Without you, everybody else, under those circumstances, they don't matter anymore because you can't protect them. You don't take care of yourself first and foremost and put yourself ahead of that suspect every single time. You won't have the ability to protect the hostages or the innocent. Okay. Let's go ahead and we'll take a break. And